The shiny necklace. Amina wiped sweat from her forehead as she hurried down Muthaiga Street, the sun blazing over Nairobi. At 12 years old, she knew every corner of the city, the dusty markets, the tall glass buildings, and the quiet mansions in Karen where the rich lived. Her best friend Juma, who sold newspapers near Uhuru Park, always said, "The rich have secrets." Today, Amina would learn just how right he was. While delivering groceries to the Silver Oak Hotel, Amina spotted something glittering near the dumpster, a gold necklace shaped like a lion's head. She pocketed it, her heart racing. But as she turned, she saw Mr. Otieno, a wealthy man with a sleek black car, arguing with a woman in a red dress. "The plan must happen tomorrow," he hissed. "No mistakes." That night, Amina showed Juma the necklace. "This looks expensive," he said, eyes wide. "Maybe it's stolen." Before she could reply, a black car screeched nearby. Mr. Otieno's men. They grabbed Juma's arm, demanding the necklace. Amina slipped away, hiding in Mama Nia's fruit shop. "Child, trouble follows that necklace," Mama Nia warned, her voice low. "Otieno trades secrets, not gold. He'll crush anyone in his way." Amina didn't sleep. The next morning, Juma acted strange. "Give me the necklace," he pleaded. "I'll return it." But when she refused, he whispered, "I'm sorry," and ran off. Her stomach dropped. Amina followed Juma to Otieno's office building, dodging guards. Inside, she heard voices, "You promised me money." Juma cried. "Find the girl, then you'll get paid," Mr. Otieno snapped. Trembling, Amina noticed the lion necklace's eyes were tiny buttons. She pressed one. Click, a hidden door in the wall slid open, revealing a room full of files labeled land grabs and payoffs. A list caught her eye, * names of powerful people * with the mayor's name circled. Suddenly, footsteps echoed outside the door. Someone was coming. Amina froze as the footsteps grew louder. Her eyes darted around the hidden room. No windows. No other doors. The only way out was the door she'd come through, and whoever was coming would find her. She crouched behind a desk, clutching the lion necklace. The door creaked open. Mr. Otieno's shiny shoes clicked on the floor. Amina held her breath. He muttered angrily into his phone, "The mayor is getting impatient. Burn the files if the girl talks." As he turned to leave, the necklace slipped from Amina's sweaty hand. Clink, it hit the floor. Mr. Otieno spun around. "You," he snarled, lunging at her. Amina scrambled past him, dodging his grasp, and sprinted into the hallway. "Guards," he bellowed. She raced down the stairs, leaping two at a time. Behind her, heavy boots pounded. Bursting onto the street, Amina zigzagged through traffic, horns blaring. She ducked into a crowded market, losing the guards in a maze of colorful stalls. Panting behind a stack of crates, Amina opened the files she'd grabbed. Photos showed the mayor shaking hands with Mr. Otieno. Maps marked Karen lands had red excess over homes and schools. "They are stealing land," Amina realized. Poor families would lose everything so the rich could build hotels and malls. Then she spotted a name in the files, Juma. Her heart sank. Was her best friend part of this? She remembered Mama Nia's warning, "Trust no one." That night, Amina hid in an abandoned shed near the railway. A shadow appeared at the door. "Juma." "I'm sorry," he whispered, tears in his eyes. "Otieno threatened my family. He said he'd hurt my little sister if I didn't help him." Amina's anger melted. "We have to stop him," she said. Juma nodded. "I know where Otieno keeps his secrets. But we'll need help." The next morning, Amina and Juma crept to Mama Nia's fruit shop. The old woman listened, her face grim. "This is bigger than Otieno," she said. The mayor wants to sell Nairobi piece by piece. But I know people who can help. Mama Nia led them to a rusty van with a faded News Kenya logo. Inside was Grace, the fearless reporter with a camera around her neck. I've been chasing this story for months, Grace said. But I need proof. Amina handed her the files. And this. She pressed the lion necklace's other eye. Click, a tiny USB drive popped out. Grace grinned. This'll bury them. Otieno's plan was set. That night the mayor would sign the land deal at a secret meeting in Uhuru Park. Amina, Juma, and Grace hid behind trees, watching as sleek cars arrived. The mayor shook Otieno's hand. Tomorrow, Nairobi will be ours, he chuckled. Grace's camera flashed. Asterisk click. Click, asterisk, or what's this, the mayor roared. Guards charged, but Mama Nia blew a whistle. Dozens of market vendors, Amina's neighbors, surrounded them, waving sticks and shouting, "Leave our land." Amina stepped forward, holding the USB high. Your secrets are over. Everyone will know what you did. The next day, News Kenya blasted the story, Mayor and Tycoon steal land. Protests erupted. The police, pressured by the public, arrested Otieno and the mayor. The land grab was stopped. Amina and Juma stood outside Mama Nia's shop, now a hero hangout. What'll you do with the necklace? Juma asked. Amina smiled. Melt it down. Use the gold to rebuild the homes Otieno destroyed. Mama Nia handed them mango slices. You two taught Nairobi that even small lights can chase away big darkness. As the sun set, Amina looked at the city, the bustling streets, the kids laughing near the park. It wasn't perfect, but it was theirs. And some secrets, she thought, were meant to be shared.